One Piece is trash. One Piece is trash, and I am tired of acting like it's not. It's easily the worst out of the big three. It has to be. Nothing bad happens in One Piece. There are no stakes. There are no problems. I genuinely could walk in the middle of the show, and I would have no worries at all. You might say, bro, what do you mean there's no stakes? Kaido was gonna do all of this. Oh my gosh, all these characters were dying and stuff. Okay, you're right. Some characters died. Some characters had severe actions, but not to the extent that they make it out to be. You don't fear for any of the Straw Hats' life. You don't actually wonder if these characters are gonna die because they make it clear they're not going to kill these characters. I was watching One Piece. No, I read the manga. I read all the manga, and then boom, they had Imu dropping a nuke on Sabo, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, Sabo's gonna die. What can Sabo do? Sabo can't survive Imu." And then the next episode, he somehow got out of that nuke. Then we have Law getting pulled up by the Blackbeard pirates. You were like, oh my gosh, all the Blackbeard pirates are robbing Law. There's nothing he's gonna do. He's gonna steal his fruit. And then when he steals his fruit, then it's gonna be all over for everybody in the show because he's gonna have 3 fruits at once. Law just got away too. So if you keep setting up all of these PowerPoints, you keep acting like all these characters are gonna die, and then none of these characters die, none of these characters actually change, then the characters, it's just slop. It's literally just slop. Now, I'm not saying every show needs to just kill every character off and there needs to be blood and guts everywhere or a show is trash. Many shows have not done that and they've still been really good. We have shows like Dragon Ball Z. Now, Dragon Ball Super. Now, Dragon Ball Z and base Dragon Ball. Yes, characters died. Yes, you felt fear for these characters' life. Even if Dragon Balls existed, when Boo blew up the planet, you were like, oh my god, if he blew up the planet, what are they gonna do now? There's no more Dragon Balls. Or when Frieza first existed, or even Piccolo back in the regular Dragon Ball. Most of you guys didn't watch that though, because y'all ain't OGs. But when that happened, you felt genuine fear. But that doesn't need to happen. With Super, we know good and well, people will watch Dragon Ball even if there are no deaths. You will never fear a single life being lost during Super. You're just watching it for cool fights because you love the characters and because you genuinely just like the show. And that's fine. One Piece can do the exact same thing. But my problem with it is when they act for the millionth time that they are going to kill a character. They act like something really bad is going to happen. And then after all of that, they just throw it all away. None of this needed to be added in the show if you were not going to act on it. You didn't need to drop a bomb on Sabo's head. You didn't need to have Law get jumped by the pirates. You just added it for shock value that you were never going to use. And it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Because original One Piece, it was nothing like that. Every fight was unique. Every fight felt like it mattered. You genuinely felt like you belonged in the story. With Marineford arc, everybody was trying to save Ace. Some people were trying to kill Ace. You might say this was the only arc where everything was at stake. That's a lie, by the way. And that shows that you never watched One Piece. But it felt like you genuinely belonged. It felt like you genuinely mattered. It doesn't do that anymore. When what's the guy's name? Akuma showed up at Thriller Bark and he fought and Zoro took all the pain for him. You were worried Zoro was gonna die. You felt fear for his life. You felt, oh my god, Zoro genuinely, our goat's gonna die. Oh my god. And then when he survived, you were like, oh my god, that's so cool. He has so much aura. When Akuma shows up and he separates everybody, you were like, oh no, the whole crew got separated. Blah, 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 blah. Do you get what I'm saying? You had stakes. You felt like everything mattered. The longer the show has gone on, you don't feel these stakes. While you might be worried if a character is going to lose a fight, you genuinely don't just think, oh yeah, this character is going to die. This character is going to die. You don't. We could use shows like One Piece. Like Bleach. Bleach, I've never felt like Ichigo was ever going to lose a fight. I've never felt like it. Yeah, he's gotten close. Yeah, he's almost died, but they never really pulled that trigger. Well, they did in Thousand Year Blood War. But besides that, they never really pulled that trigger. So I was like, okay, he's probably not going to die. But it had symbolism. It actually mattered. The fights were cool. Plot was good. So I'm watching it, and I'm like, I don't care what's going to happen. I just want to consume more of the story. He could do the exact... Oh, my God. One Piece could literally do the exact same thing, and it would still be a 10 out of 10 story with 10 out of 10 plot and 10 out of 10 what's the one called? I don't know, development. The only problem with it is that, and the scale, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. You know what I'm talking about. Like, all the episodes are overextended. They don't have anything of use to them. Like, they would genuinely drag out a fight for 20 minutes straight. But I don't really care about that. They could easily fix that. That's not really a huge problem. Then, oh my god, we have the filler episodes. The filler episodes are unbearable. Because the problem with a filler episode in One Piece is there is nothing you can do about it. You can watch a filler episode, let's say in Naruto. The filler episodes in Naruto, they're kind of trash. Whatever. They have good filler, they have bad filler. But you can easily go and skip a filler episode in Naruto because they don't have actual story in them. You can watch it, you could be like, oh, this is boring. I don't want to watch this. And you skip it. If you don't want to watch filler, that's perfectly fine. I usually watch filler because I don't really feel like looking up what episodes aren't filler, what episodes are filler. You know, I don't really care about all that. But in One Piece, you go search up filler episodes. You see like 300 filler episodes. But, oh my god, you can't actually skip these filler episodes because in 1947, he does actually something really important to the plot. And if you don't watch this 1947 clip, you're not going to understand the next 10 episodes. So it's like, you can't skip the show. You can't actually care about the characters because if you don't watch the filler episodes, then you won't understand anything. So you have to drag yourself through these trash filler episodes of Luffy carrying of Luffy carrying a barrel of piss all the way to like the Grand Canyon or whatever it is. And it's so boring that nobody's trying to watch that. It is so bad, bro. It genuinely is. Hold up. That's not a guard break? Oh my god. Wow! How did he eat that? How did he eat that? How did he eat that, bro? And it's only that bad for any of the for that show. All the other big three, you can skip. The Bound arc, the worst arc in all of Bleach, is literally a filler arc. You can skip that entire arc. You will be. I like the Bound arc. I know that's a crazy statement. I liked it. I liked it. I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't know why I thought it was a good arc, but it was actually pretty decent for me. But the problem is, none of the other shows do that. If you don't want to watch it, you can skip it. You could be perfectly fine. With One Piece, you need to drag yourself through all 3,000 episodes of slop, or you genuinely will not be able to understand the entire show. That is horrible. That is horrible. You guys might say, bro, you put in the time. You don't understand that you aren't. Most of you guys who watch One Piece are kids. You're teenagers, or you're like long adults who have been in the franchise. So you've grown up with the show. You've had time already to invest to watch the show, right? The average person who starts One Piece won't be like that. They're gonna be, let's say, 21. They have a job. They might have a girlfriend. One Piece has over 3,000 episodes. And it has a horrible consistency. So you're gonna have to watch through 3,000 episodes of overextended fight scenes. And don't say watch one pace. If you have to create an entire website just for your show to be watchable, then that's a problem with the show itself. You shouldn't have to watch a upside website just to watch the show. We're gonna use the Hulu show. Okay, let's start watching it off Hulu. They have lives. They can't sit down and watch all of these episodes, watch all these filler just to understand the show. That's just not how it works. And I understand the remake is coming out. Hopefully the remake is better. Hopefully the remake covers up the gaps that the original One Piece has. But if right now, I would not recommend One Piece to a single human being on planet Earth. Oh, that's a barrage? Oh my god. I didn't know that was a barrage. Why is a barrage a guard break? Am I dead? Off of one mess up? Oh, I hate my life. I gotta lock in, guys. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Got him. I didn't get anything. Ah, prediction. Oh, you're so weird. It's over. It's over. Please. Please. Please get off of me. Get off of me. No. Please. I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry, Daddy. Please. 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 Stay off of me. Stay off of me. Stay off of me. Got you. Ooh, mode. Oh my god, am I gonna die? Please don't let him get 100 to 0. Ooh, he missed! Not gonna lie, I played mad weird this match. I don't care. I don't care. Even still, we can use characters like... Yeah, let's use Naruto, another member of the big three. Now, what Naruto does, yes, a lot of the plot, it was pretty bad. Kaguya, that whole thing, that didn't need to come out. It ruined the show for a lot of people. Madara should have been the final villain. That's okay. But it is widely considered one of the greatest shows of all time. It's not in my top 10, but it's in a lot of other people's top 10s. Why? Because it's consistent. If let's say hypothetically, Sasuke pulls up. Sasuke the fraud in my opinion, but Sasuke goes, he kills Sakura. Oh my god, he killed Sakura, blah, 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 blah. Everything is gonna tweak out. Everything is built up to that. Sasuke finally abandoning the Leaf Village. Sasuke trying to move on. Sasuke is acting his plan of vengeance. And then it literally builds up. It matters to the plot. It's in character. We have Shanks. Shanks has no screen time. Shanks is one supposed to be the strongest characters in the verse. Shanks is inconsistent. As you guys read the manga, we know the only reason why Kaido didn't pull up to Marineford was because Shanks held him off. That literally means Shanks can hold off Kaido with one arm. That literally means Mihawk and Shanks, they went blow for blow. But when Shanks lost his arm, that means he stopped fighting. He stopped really fighting Mihawk like that. That literally means Mihawk is able to fight Kaido one-on-one. If Shanks was able to fight Kaido one-on-one, Mihawk can fight Kaido one-on-one. Shanks lost an arm, meaning Shanks can kill Kaido with 2 arms. Now you might say Kaido was holding up the skies. Because he was holding up his mountain. He was using a lot of his power. That wasn't full power Kaido. If it's in his character to do that, you can't use that as an excuse. You can use an excuse like, oh, he was out of chakra, or like he was out of energy because he fought 10 people before this. That's it. That's a valid excuse. Okay? Luffy did not fight a full power Kaido. But him holding back, that's not a... Bro, this server sucks, bro. Why am I in Brazil? I can't. That's in his character. You can't beat him, bro. Hold up. What are we talking about, bro? You can't use that against him because it's in his character. But that means, but we can use Shanks, the guy with no feats, as his character? No, that's inconsistent. You're just LARPing this guy to be one of the greatest in the shows just to lose. This is what they're LARPing up. Eventually, Shanks is going to backstab Luffy, take the One Piece. There's going to be this huge fight. But we don't care about that fight because we have never seen Shanks fight a single human being in the entire show. With characters like, let's say, Orochimaru or Jiraiya. Okay, let's say hypothetically they betrayed their characters. Well, Orochimaru betrayed Sasuke. We've seen Orochimaru box. We know how crazy Orochimaru is. We know he's a threat to society. So we are already hyped for that. See, be like this guy. This guy's a cool person. We are already hyped for that. With Shanks, we don't know a single thing about this dude. He's supposed to be the strongest, one of the strongest characters in the verse. Wow, nerfed. He's supposed to be having the best hockey in the verse while nerfed. We're not hyped for this. And they're going to throw this in our face, expect us to clap, and you guys will clap because you guys are One Piece dick riders. And then they're just gonna keep doing it all over the show. They put in these characters. Shanks has a brother, by the way. The entire show, they hyped up Shanks to be this character, talking to the feds, talking to the pirates. He's supposed to be like a double agent, kicking in on both sides. Just to find out Shanks has another guy, like there's a look like that looks like Shanks and has a sword. Meaning, since he has a sword, and Mihawk is the strongest swordsman in the verse with no feats, by the way. The only time we've ever seen Mihawk fight was against Don Krieg and Zoro. Oh yeah, and in Marineford, where he was holding black with no feats. That just means he's stronger than Mihawk is stronger than him. And if Mihawk is stronger than him, that means Shanks is stronger than him. And the entire show is just wordless feats that you are supposed to entirely gobble up and just suck it. Like, oh my god, he told me that this is true, so I just gotta believe it. And if you say anything else, you're just meat riding. No other show does that. You might hate Beerus as much as you like. I hate Beerus, but people don't like Beerus. You wanna know why? Because he's inconsistent. With Dragon Ball, in the Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods movie, they said Beerus was only using 50% of his power. Okay, in the Resurrection F movie, they lied. They said, oh no, actually that was like less than 10% of his power. Whatever. And then every time they want to go and hype up Goku, they upscale Beerus. Nobody likes that. Everyone in the show complains about Beerus. The second, and I mean the second, you do that same logic to Mihawk, to to Mihawk, to Shanks, anybody in One Piece. Oh, I'm just a LARPer. I don't understand the show. I'm a horrible. I don't know anything about One Piece. That's a bad problem. If you don't critique the show, then nothing about it will improve. Ooh, that was clean. That was clean. That was clean. Oh, I was spamming 3. But alright, man, that's all I really got. My birthday was yesterday, guys. I don't know, like, I haven't checked my views on my last video, so maybe you guys know that. I don't know. I don't really care. Like, I need to start being uploading more consistent. Bro, what is this guy doing? Oh, that was clean. That was a good play. Good play. Good play. I need to start being more consistent. But, alright. I'm just going to lock in for this last match. So you can leave if you want to. There's nothing more impactful going to be going on. Ooh! I'm going crazy. Come here, boy. Oh, yeah. What? He had enough range for that? What? I swear to God, this guy's gonna say easy too. Like he, I hate the ABA community. Bro, I pressed 2. I pressed 2 and it didn't go in. Like, oh, it's over. Oh, thank God. Hey. Oh, it's over. It's over. God, please help me. God, please help me. I can't get a GG. Like, niggas are so weird. Like, niggas like you deserve to die. Like, I try to be good spirited. I try to give people a happy night. Like, genuinely, just off yourself at this point. Like, I try to be a good person. I try to say GG. I try to say good game. Whenever I do something nice to you people, you guys just, oh my God, let me aura max this guy. Oh my God, let me just be a dickhead, bro. Like, oh yeah, I'm so cool. I'm not even gonna say anything back, bro. Like, bro, your mother doesn't love you alone, bro. Like, so you just aura farm on people on AV. Like, this is your entire job, bro. But alright. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe. Goodbye, guys.